Live from the Slackers Sports Bar Studios, this is In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. Get to see these guys in person twice in a week.
I know.
Been a while.
What's going on with the world? It's the broadcast capital of the world. DJLG Studios. What are y'all doing? It's In the Building.
What up?
You know what's funny?
Yachts.
It's made my show prep harder with the you-know-who's being off, because normally the clickbaits are half our show on Sunday night, but with them being off, the good news is I didn't have to worry about their asses, but I had to actually watch some other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's been a fun day. It's nice not having to worry about the clickbaits, and it's night. We got a big baseball game tonight. Wandered through the mall today.
Which one, Lock and Terra?
North Star.
What the hell were you doing in the mall? It's
I was looking for some shirts.
Oh.
Yeah, I need some long sleeve shirts. I don't have like any. I bought 3 today.
Good.
Need a new pair of jeans. I don't shop that much.
Regular
like twice a
grown man
year.
shit.
I buy clothes twice a year. Yeah, some actual grown man shit.
Is that a Chanclas and Wemby t-shirts?
Bought a pair of boots. You'll be proud of me. Look at that. I'm a Texan
that's
again.
2 pairs of shoes in a month.
I know. Look at that.
That's a record.
I know. I wore it. When I was in Hawaii, I wore chanclas 99% of the time.
Yeah.
When I had shoes on.
The other 1%, you were barefooted.
Well, 99% of the time, if I had footwear on, it was chanclas.
Chanclas.
Yeah. There were days where I wouldn't have shoes on at all. From the time I woke up, especially during the pandemic. I'd wake up, I'd go to the beach, I'd jump in the ocean, I'd come back, I'd prep for the show, I'd do the show, and by the time the show's over, I ain't going anywhere, so what's the point? And I got really tough feet out there, which has made me tougher.
Well, you're part Native American.
Kind of, yeah, that's true.
So y'all used to being barefooted.
Yeah, I guess
Is that
we
racist?
are, kind of, but it's okay. I like to stereotype and pigeonhole people, too, by their race and their background.
Yeah,
how we do. We're old school.
Same.
So yes, the Flaming Arrow family that's deep within my people on my mama's side. I got tough feet. I can walk on rocks and shit. I've never had an issue with that. So
Well, I'm glad you went and got yourself some things.
I've only lived here, and it's funny. It ain't like I just moved back from Hawaii last month. I've been home 2.5 years.
Right.
But I figured, I guess I better get some boots.
Something.
Fox News Dave, I've had a pair of cowboy boots he let me borrow. Well, Dave, when was that? A year ago, maybe? I still have your boots.
You ever gave them back to us?
No, I haven't seen him much.
We haven't seen him since our
I think I've
Or
seen him
since our shoot?
I've seen him once, I think, since we did the shoot.
Okay. Oh, yeah, y'all got together at Topgolf.
Yeah, the original. Yeah, we had that Topgolf. That's the last time I saw Dave. I should have taken the boots to him that day, and I forgot. He let me. I needed a pair of cowboy boots for an occasion. I was down to one pair of sneakers and one pair of Olukai chanclas. Didn't have a pair of damn boots, so I decided to pull my head out of my ass and go get some jeans. Bought 3 shirts today. Bought a pair of boots, the ones I'm wearing now. So starting to get acclimated back to Texan after 2.5 years of being back.
The fall is coming.
Mm-hmm. Weather was great, so yeah. And I'm not a big mall rat either.
Oh, the mall sucks.
But I knew we were going to go, and so I was able to wrap my head around it. I hate the mall. I hate it.
The mall sucks.
It sucks.
That's what Amazon's for.
And 90% of the people in there are mouth-breathing fucking idiots. And I don't want to deal with them, And I hate.
Was it packed?
Oh yeah. And I'm not a shopper. Like when I go get something, I want it to appear before me. I'm not one of these go through all the racks and look at every single shirt, and make sure I catch that one great. I'd rather not get that one great shirt if it's going to take me 2 hours to find it.
Yeah, see, I
don't get a hard on. Oh, look at that! It's $18.
I like it.
I know. I'm not saying
no.
I'm not saying I'm right.
It can be different.
It's just me. I'm an asshole. I don't like going to the mall. I don't like dealing with stuff. It's got to show itself. Except for today, I'm like, okay.
You need some shit.
I need shit. It is what it is. I got to quit being cheap and going to Goodwill every time I need a T-shirt. Let's go to the mall. Quit being a cheapskate.
It's all good.
Actually buy decent clothes. And because I knew I had to go, I was able to mentally get ready for it.
Good.
So it was fine.
And then Nina helped you, I'm sure.
She did.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't quite the ass whip that it would have been had it been like just a spur of the moment thing. Let's go to the mall. Oh, fuck. I knew I was going. I got my mind right, and I'm happy. I got new boots. I've got a couple pair of jeans, 3 new shirts, got some flannels for the wintertime. I'm happy.
Good.
So what'd you do today?
Nothing.
On this non-clickbait Sunday.
Nothing, and by
Good.
design.
Awesome.
By design. Doing nothing is doing something.
It's the first time you left the house to come here?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, no, we went for a family walk.
Oh, in the neighborhood?
Yeah, just went through the neighborhood.
Okay, cool.
Because we ate pancakes this morning, so I was like, let's get our blood sugar back right. Mm-hmm. Let's go for a walk.
Get our blood sugar back.
The kids were pissed. The kids were pissed, but I was like, no, get y'all's lazy asses up. We'll just go for a quick.
Oh, you made them go.
Yeah, it was a quick 2-mile
Even
walk.
the teenager?
Yes.
No phone rule?
Yeah, like, dude, she tried that when we first started the walk. And I was like, put that phone down. We it's 2 miles.
Right.
Like, what are we doing?
You'll live.
You'll live.
Was she like, oh, wow, look, there's trees.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
What's that called? That's called a street.
She was
normally got my head
complaining
like
all the time.
this.
I'm itching. It's hot. What is this? So sad.
That's on you, Dad. You always say.
It's our fault.
It's our fault. Gen
fault.
Xers are the worst parents maybe ever.
Sure.
We're terrible.
It's not even close.
We're terrible.
Dan Pod Valdez, $9.99. Watson's injury was gross. Cue the Instagram messages. Yeah, seeing his Achilles go up to the middle of his calf. That thing shot right up. It rolled right up his calf. That's awful. I know it's coming.
Look, man, I don't want to be insensitive to the man's plight.
What, you sense a little karma for some things he's done?
Or
may or may not have done?
I've had some tough times lately, Rudy, as you know. So you
don't give a shit about
I don't know that I even believe in karma lately.
Gotcha.
Although I do. I believe in positive energy, negative energy.
Me too.
I like to think that people that are terrible human beings eventually will get theirs. But there's been so many examples of terrible human beings who never got theirs. So I don't know where I stand on karma. However, from a business standpoint, the Cleveland Browns got done a favor today. Because now they still have to pay him.
Right.
It's guaranteed.
Fully.
But they don't have to play him now. And it's too bad that they're too chicken shit to just bench him anyway. He's been the worst starting quarterback in the league. Not close. Justin Fields is an all-pro versus what Deshaun Watson's done.
And he's 4-2 and got benched.
Right. Name anybody. Anybody in the league starting right now. Kenny Pickett's better than Deshaun Watson at this point. I'd rather have Cooper Rush start for me than Deshaun Watson. He's that bad. He's fallen off that poorly.
Yeah.
And I don't know what he's crying about. He needs to take this time away and not come back. Take your money and go wherever Jimbo Fisher lives these days.
Go join him.
Whatever island, any other cast-off celebrities at, go move to that island and enjoy your money and fuck off.
Fuck you, pay me.
He should announce his retirement. You're a scumbag. There's another case that came out, 2 weeks ago out of Houston that he settled. Come on, man. He cut her a check.
I know.
Didn't even bother
It was
challenging.
quick. It was quick.
She got paid within the week.
It was quick.
He's a weird kid. He has a lot of money.
Has a weird fetish for sure.
He needs to go get his foot healed, and he needs to go get some therapy. Not physical therapy.
Mental.
Mental therapy.
Yeah.
So honestly, man, and the Browns, in a ass backwards kind of way, have been done a favor. They didn't have the balls to bench him. Now they have to. Now they can get on and find the next guy. They need to start thinking about who the next guy is going to be. Don't screw around trying to bring him back. He's going to be out a year. I mean, will he be ready for training camp?
No.
They need to start replacing him now. The future, they need to figure out who to try to find a good kid in the draft. They're going to have a shitty record. Find your next starter. He'll be on a rookie pay scale, so you can pay Watson while you got a cheap quarterback and move on. So they were done a favor today. So I know I did. That's the news of the day, probably in the NFL.
Well, and Jaden Daniels went down today too.
Who did?
Commanders.
How bad is that?
I don't know. Mariota been playing the rest of the game. Mariota's looked damn good in Kingsbury's offense as well.
Well, and he's a backup though, and you're not going to go far
Daniels
with him.
is the guy. I don't know what's the latest update on Daniels, but
figure it out.
He didn't return the game. He was 2 for 2 when he was in there. Then Mariota since is gone 15 of 19 and 2 tutties.
Oh, he got hurt. He got hurt that early in the game. I had the scores on. I was at the mall and I had the scores up, but obviously no.
They're up 37-7 on the Panthers.
All right, nothing definitive on Twitter right now on him.
Hey, Twitter
He did
world.
slam his helmet down. He was walking fine. Was it a concussion?
Not sure. I just looked up.
See, there he is right there walking off the field.
Yeah, because
slamming his helmet down.
The only reason why I even know that because they're playing the Panthers, so I didn't give a shit. But I only gave a shit because he's my fantasy quarterback in the Slackers League.
Well, I give a shit because I think he's an awesome young player and he's entertaining as hell.
And the Commanders look good.
And I want him to hang 500 on the Cowboys.
Damn.
I hate them. I'm anti clickbait. Henceforth, I'm never going to be a fan of them again. I'm out. But I'm a hater. I'm not indifferent. I'm just a fucking hater now. Oh, okay. Was it ribs? That's what I was going to guess because he was walking fine.
Yeah.
And he slams his helmet, so it didn't protect you. It didn't prevent him from slamming the helmet down. But I hate to see it. It sucks. And I love Dan Quinn, and I love Coach Bro as the quarterback's coach, not my head coach.
Kingsbury, same.
As my OC.
Mariota came in and didn't miss a beat.
Mm-hmm.
He's that same style like a Jaden Daniels, so I get it. But yeah, the Commanders look good at 4-2. Philly got a win today. Beat up on those sorry ass Giants.
Mm-hmm. Well, as far as I went to Twitter, nothing's been announced on Daniel. Maybe one of those days where they don't wait till tomorrow. So we'll see. Chiefs and Niners in a battle right now.
14-12 rematch.
Yep. Oh, so they didn't get the 2-point conversion?
No.
Niners just scored off an interception by Mahomes, set them up in good fair.
And the 49ers have the ball again and are driving.
Hey, fuck you, Drew Show. It's not a sports show. It's whatever we want it to be. And I went shopping today. I'm not obligated to watch the fucking Washington Commanders.
I wasn't watching that game.
They have podcasts in D.C. You want to slurp on the Commanders' asses? Go find a podcast that talks about their asses.
Again, the only reason I know is because
son of a bitch,
because of the Slackers fantasy football.
Drew Show, fuck off. Don't watch anymore. Go fuck yourself. Honestly, I don't want you watching. Fuck off. Unsubscribe and kiss my ass. I don't need you. I mean, I don't care. Fuck off, dude.
Go get your point. No, only reason why I know
these guys aren't even talking about the Lions and the Vikings game, which was the game of the weekend. What's going on? It's a sports show, not a Dallas Cowboys show. Fuck you, Dro. It's called In the Building with Mike and Rudy and LG. It's whatever the fuck we want it to be. You don't like it? You can suck on these tits. What an asshole. Fuck off coming in here and tell me what to talk about on my own goddamn show. Go watch another fucking show. There's 8 million fucking podcasts. You can go watch any goddamn one you want. Go fuck yourself. Get out of here. Get off my show, asshole. Tough guy. I was going to donate. Well, I'll pay you not to watch us. I can't stand people that tell me what content I should be doing on my own show.
I don't like it either, but
Pour me some whiskey.
let's do that. Gosh, damn.
And by the way,
LG.
you can't take the heat, Drew. We're being a pussy. We're just fucking with you.
Yeah,
God almighty.
Man, you talking shit. We talk shit.
I know. You talk shit about me on my show. I tell you to fuck off and I'm going to give you money. Why did I save your money? Holidays are around the corner. Buy something for somebody else. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, not only that. Cheers. We just started 15 minutes ago. They didn't give us a chance to get to the rest of the games yet.
You know what? I'm not talking lines now. Fuck off.
LG, you got a bowl in there.
We don't have a run sheet.
LG, you got a bowl in there.
We're just shooting the shit in here. Kiss my ass.
Yeah, a little bit of something or a vape or something.
I did see where Dan did fuck up early in the game.
Who's Dan? Dan who?
Dan Campbell.
Oh, okay.
Pride of Glen Rose, Texas.
What up, Dan?
He's fake punting in at his own 25-yard line in the first quarter, and it backfired against the Vikings in a massive divisional game. I hate it.
It's the same thing he did with the Cowboys.
I know he lost the game for them. He lost the NFC Championship game for them. I don't care what anybody says. I'll argue that to the day we die. Dan Campbell lost the NFC Championship game for the Lions.
Sure.
With his stubborn dumbassery. That redneck's good when you got the balls and you do things but sometimes that redneck can bite you. You have to. It's one thing to have balls and have faith in your team. It's another thing to be dumb.
Like sometimes he does coach like he's playing Madden.
Yeah, you can't be stupid about having balls, but being dumb are not together. You know what I mean? Mike got them chi-chis. Thank you, Jeremy G. Oh, yeah, I got them big I got them big areolas. That's
you got the big areola.
You always see them through. My nipples are always hard through my T-shirt.
You can milk anything with nipples.
Look at that.
Why are they always hard? That's weird.
I don't know. Oh.
Damn. Are you serious?
My man.
What?
Drew, have we met him? When is he going to come out to you need to come out and hang out with us, dude.
But Drew always donates and he talks some
shit. Look at that. Okay, man, fair is fair. Let's calm down here. Yeah, you fucking calm down.
Jeez, really
$50. Thanks, Drew. Love you, man. Put it towards the next plane ticket you have to make to South America to go get that crazy B word that you used to be married to.
Well, hey, let me hold on.
Man.
Let me try this.
You know what? The rest of the show is dedicated to Drew's show.
Let me try this.
Man.
Hey, Henry Mustache, Ruben Villegas, Jacob Moreno, fuck off. Are we gonna get $50? Let me try.
If I say everybody fuck off, will y'all all give us $50? No, I'm just being silly.
First of all, yeah.
I'm actually in a really good mood. I'm just being silly. So,
what do you got over there?
I want to say thank you very, very much.
To who?
To Thunderdome. So this was dropped off at my apartment. You knew about this?
Of course.
Oh man. This was dropped off today at my apartment.
I know about this. I was in on it.
Oh, dude.
I mean, I wasn't in on it. I just knew about it. I helped put it together, but I didn't. I didn't pay anything.
Oh man,
I didn't pay nothing.
Thank you, man. I'm sorry, Drew. I was just joking with you, dude. Let's see. Kind of. I don't like it when people tell me what content to do on my own show. Yeah,
read this card. So we got a card from a Thunderdomer. Yeah, read it.
Oh my goodness. All right. Her voice will echo in memories you hold. Her smile will warm you through stories retold. Her love will touch you in spirit each day. Her life will be treasured in beautiful ways. Praying you're comforted by memories and held close in God's love as you grieve. Our condolences for the passing of your mother, Rudy J., Tex-Mex Frank, PGA Dale, 21 for Life, Andy, and all the Thunderdome. Oh, y'all. See, how am I supposed to... You messed up. I had all my vitriol already. Now I'm all... There it went. That's sweet.
What's in the?
Well, let's see what is in this.
Well, I think this is a good segue into our Texas cheer spot,
all right,
LG.
That's fine.
Because I know they went to store one and got all of this.
Dang, look at this. This was waiting on me today at my apartment.
Yeah, they went into Texas Cheer Liquor and got all of that.
There, man. How cool is that?
How many bottles are in there?
A lot. I just got to hurry. All right. This is a $76 bottle of
Yeah, Penelope.
dude.
Toasted.
Penelope toasted. Oh my God! Look
That's
at that.
good shit too.
I'm gonna leave some of this up here if y'all are
That's
cool with
good
that.
shit.
Not this though. I'm not taking that home.
Yeah, no, take that Penelope home. That shit's fire.
Y'all. Oh, Lalo.
Your Lalo's the shit.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Best, my favorite tequila.
Is this
from
Don
Texas
Julio's
Cheer.
grandson?
Yes.
Okay.
All of this is from Texas Cheer Liquor
y'all,
#1.
That's so cool. Oh, you got to have a little Austin made.
Gotta have a little
Got
Tito.
Tito's. Oh man, I came in here ready to have fun and do some cussing. Y'all turned me into a big pussy now.
Ooh, and some more
Oh,
Rossville. You could take that one
This is
home.
not cheap, y'all.
Well, no, you could take that one home because we have that one here. That's the
Okay.
that's a store pick by Texas Cheer Liquor. You can
Oh,
only get this
man.
particular
Rossville
Rossville
Union.
at
Oh,
Texas Cheer
man.
Liquor.
Y'all
So you
are
can take
awesome.
that one home because we have one of those here.
There's more in God,
Damn,
there you
there's
go.
more?
Yeah.
Oh, Black Girl Magic. That red blend, baby. I
Hey,
know,
hey.
You could take that home. Well, I don't know. LG's a wine guy.
He likes red too. Hey, LG.
But I don't know if LG's
how about
a
a little Black
blend
Girl
guy.
Magic?
Little Black Girl Magic.
That's so cool.
I think that, what's his name? I think that's his way of messing with me. I think that's it.
Golly, y'all, that's awesome. Oh man, see,
And quick
y'all
sto-
messed me up.
Quick story about this. So that's
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bottles, right?
Yeah.
So there's a new lady. She's from New York. Her and her husband just moved in from New York. She's working at Texas Cheer Liquor.
Mm-hmm.
She's telling AD comes in to drop us off some transfers.
Yeah.
And she tells AD, yeah, Rudy's one of Rudy's friends that came in here and bought a whole bunch of stuff for his co-host or whatever. What does AD say? Did they say in the building? Because they can't
God.
they can't just come in here and say that they're Mike and Rudy's friends.
Oh my God. I know, and he was serious too. I can hear him saying it. I can see his face.
He was serious. He was kidding. He was serious, but no, it was all good. I was supposed to be there, but I didn't go in until 4.
Yeah.
So
Thank
they
you,
had
guys.
messaged me and said, "Hey man, I want to put together something for Mike. When are you working?" I said, "Hey, I'll be working Friday.
Yeah.
Come by." They went by before my shift started.
Yep.
So they the other young lady that's working there helped them out.
Thank you, guys. Man, I'm so bad at receiving stuff like this. I suck when I don't handle. Maybe I need therapy.
You need therapy.
I don't handle gifts well. I don't handle when people like are sincere, nice. I don't know. It's weird. I want to go back to cussing out viewers. Can we do that? What other son of a bitch will come in here with a dumbass opinion? It's good. Wow, y'all. That's awesome. Thank you, Thunderdome.
Before
That's
we
really
get
good.
to the
Means a lot.
specials, though,
All right.
LG,
Yes, sir.
this Maker's Mark that
I ain't
we
crying,
brought
I
in
had
here.
allergies.
Yeah, this Maker's Mark we brought in here, 110 proof. This has notes of coffee and chocolate, and it has a very, I want to say, smooth, creamy caramel finish.
You can smell it.
Yeah, smooth, creamy caramel finish. This is a Maker's Mark Texas Cheer Liquor pick. This is only available, this version of it is only available at all 7 Texas Cheer liquor locations. So
Cool.
when you go in there, it's you having it. What do you think?
Oh, I'm about to have it right now. You
Taste
ready?
it. Let me know what you think.
Here. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Thunderdome.
Yeah, what you
Appreciate
think?
it. Yeah,
Well, this one, AD gave us this one, but still. What you think?
Oh my God.
Good finish, right? I
Dude,
had
it's
some.
a good start, middle, and finish.
Yeah, I had some with AD Friday, and
Wow.
it's really tasty. So
Sing, motherfucker.
Outstanding. Man.
go get you this Maker's, or especially if you're a Maker's fan, you're gonna love this one because it's got a little more bite, a little less sweetness, but you get that caramel note, that
Oh,
cream
dude.
finish. Good stuff.
That's amazing. Thank you.
stuff.
Golly, I'm gonna take my time drinking that because I got to drive home.
Yeah, same.
You know, I got to. You know, when it comes to whiskey, I have to
Watch it.
take my time.
We all do. Hell.
I know. All right. So thank you. I really appreciate that. That's beautiful. It means
And thank
the
you for going to
world me.
Texas Cheer because y'all
Man,
could have went
thanks for-
anywhere in the world.
Correct. Yeah, but they know. Hey, man, our people shop and do business with our people. You know how we do.
For sure.
And I appreciate that. All Thunderdomers can go and get 5% off. All subscribers. You ain't got to be a subscriber. We would like you to be, but as long as you just mention us, tell your even if your mama never heard of us, tell her in the building. They don't care. Get 5%.
Especially
Get
if
5%
I'm not
off
working, you got to say in the building.
because Rudy cheats.
Yeah, because I'll be like, yeah, if I know you listen every day, you talking to me about the show.
Yeah.
But if you see somebody other than myself, You got to say, hey, I'm in the building. There's a little icon that each cashier can click that says in the building that gets you that discount.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all. Well,
Henry's
make sure.
mustache, $4.99. Here's to effing off Rudy. Cheers, fellas.
Thank you, Henry.
Ruben, $10. Let me know if we got to put together an extraction team to send to Lima. I know a guy.
Wow.
FTP.
Okay. Thank you, Ruben. So here's the thing on that. Let me finish the live spot.
Yeah,
I want
go
to
ahead.
update that there. Woodwork Cabernet. Normally it's $18 a bottle.
Yeah.
Ain't but $9.99 right now. All 7 of the Texas Cheers in town. 6 in San Antonio, 1 in Bernie. Atalon Sauvignon Blanc. You got to say it like the accent. Sauvignon Blanc. Normally that's an 18 bottle of white wine too, but it's only $4.99 at all 7 Texas Cheers right now. That's a pretty good deal for the rest of the month of October, including that booty juice and that Still Austin whiskey too.
The Lola. Great ass. $7.50, $16.99. Still Austin only $39.99 with those proofs and the taste of it. That's a hell of a deal. Take advantage before Halloween ends.
Yeah, man. All right. And always mention in the building.
Always.
Again, it don't matter if your dad don't know who we are. Just tell him. If you go to Texas Cheers, say in the building. Promise me. Just trust me. You'll get 5% off. Thank you very much to 80 and everybody. And they also, by the way, he and his sister also texted me.
Oh, they did?
About my mama. Yeah, I appreciate that very, very much. All right. So it's in the building. Jump in here and chat with us. As you can tell, people can pay us. If you want to tip us, that's highly appreciated. We use all of that, go right back into our company.
Appreciate it very much.
These fancy microphones we got here. Look at this. I'm so happy we have these. I don't have to mess
like
up
a
my
TV
pretty
star.
hair. Feel like a TV
Feel
star.
like a TV star, yeah.
Most of the money y'all give us, we put it right back into stuff like this because we want to look good. You know, like Dion said, if I don't look good, I don't feel good. And if I don't feel good, I don't play good. He's 5-2, by the way.
They beat the shit out of Arizona last night.
Whooped their asses. And Travis Hunter got hurt again, though, which is unfortunate.
This is what's going to happen. First of all, he's undersized.
He needs to pick a
and
position.
He's playing too many plays. He's too many snaps.
As awesome as it is, he needs to pick a position. Sure. All right, what else happened in the league? The Lions did beat the Vikings, by the way. I was hammering on Dan Campbell. They actually won the game.
31-29. That damn Jahmyr Gibbs. I remember I got killed.
He's a stud.
I got killed for it when they were coming out, when he was coming out of Bama and Bijan was coming out of UT. And I said, well, you know what? I think, Jahmyr could be as good as Bijan Robinson. Everybody destroyed me for it. And fine, I might be wrong. Bijan may be better. But you saw the day when Montgomery got hurt, because I did watch that game. It just didn't give me time to get to it. But when Montgomery went down and got nicked up, Jahmyr came in and didn't miss a beat. That was a very high-level football game played. Sam Darnold looks like freaking Aaron Rodgers. Really, really good quality football game. Sam Darnold was 22 of 27. He did throw a pick, but he had a great game. El Paso's own Aaron Jones got off. Justin Jefferson did what Justin Jefferson does. Amon St. Ron got off. Just a high-level football game. Green Bay beats up on the Texans. They win that game late. Bears are 4-2. NFC North right now looks like the best division in football.
Who, the Lions?
Lions, Vikings, yeah. Green Bay, Bears.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're all.
The poor Bears are not going to make the playoffs, so they're probably going to be 9, 10, and 7 or something like that.
I can't believe we're in week 7.
Mm-hmm.
This shit goes quick. Once we're in it, we're in
rolling.
It. Yeah. But it was a great football game.
Yeah, once you get rolling. So, yeah, it was nice to not have to stop down to watch their asses.
Well, we got to get back to it next week.
I know. All right, let's get into punches today. It's in the building. We're not ever going to neglect them. But it was nice to not have to have my day screwed up by them. You know?
Right.
All right. It's people I want to punch here on In the Building, presented by Orlando Kell Law, the official family lawyer of our show. You want to go?
Yeah, I'll go first. It really bothers me when a person, an adult, can't read the room. There's certain rooms you walk into and there's just certain things you probably just shouldn't say. And it's not that whatever you're saying isn't right, but sometimes you got to walk into the room, check the temperature, read it, and then you go from there with how your conversation ensues.
Mm-hmm.
And last night, even though it's nothing wrong with it, and I hate to punch him for this, but you got to read the room, bro. Your team just got beat 47-9.
Uh-oh. We're going to talk clickbaits after all.
Yeah, you're not playing because you're hurt.
Yeah.
And it ain't right. It's not right, Micah, for me to punch you, but I'm going to punch you anyway because it's just read the room, bro. Like most of the country last night, Micah's tweeting about the Longhorn game, his opinions on yours and O-line, D-line. And Twitter's destroying him last night. All Twitter is talking about is the Detroit Lions and you not being healthy and you not living up to the hype and what your boss sucks, blah, 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 this. And again, he's a grown man in a free country. He should be allowed to tweet when he wants to. But sometimes you got to read the room, bro. Micah, we don't want to hear anything y'all got to say about anything but fixing this shit, Rich. Until y'all fix this shit, Rich, we don't care about how you feel about the UT Longhorns quarterback situation or their offensive line or Georgia. And it's unfair. But there's a lot of things that come with being the Cowboys that is a great thing. And then there's this side of it where you got people like me that are going to punch you just for doing what we all do. Like, that's a part of being a Cowboy, too. Like, there's millions of dollars that come with it off the field that you could take advantage of. Oh, why can't I? There's a lot of perks you get from being a Cowboy as well. But then there's the dark side of it where you tweet what the rest of the world is tweeting, but yet you're getting killed for it because your team just got beat 47-9. I didn't make these rules. That's just how it is. So punch Micah Parsons for not reading the room. Like, y'all just got beat 47-9.
It's a good one.
We don't want to hear from you until y'all fix this shit.
Micah could write, I really love vanilla ice cream with chocolate syrup. And he's going to get, go fuck yourself.
And it's not fair.
Yeah, but man, this is.
Because he still has a life.
We don't want to hear about that, though. We don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear anything from these people. I don't even want to see tweets about how bad we are and how we're going to fix it. Just play better.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying necessarily win. Just be somewhat competitive. Don't lose 47-9.
Because the Saints game was a blowout. The Ravens game was a blowout. The Ravens took their foot off the gas. Mm-hmm. So this year they've beaten the Giants and some other spare team. I can't remember the other win.
When they go to San Francisco next week, I don't expect them to win the game.
They go to San Fran next week?
Yeah.
And San Fran probably going to be coming off of a loss.
Probably, because they're playing the Chiefs today, and the Chiefs are ahead and on the goal line, about to increase the lead. They're not even competitive, which is why it was nice to not even have to fool around watching them today at all. Going forward on fourth down, touchdown, Mahomes. Easy peasy.
And a truck stick.
And talk shit,
and
too.
A truck stick to go.
Oh, he got called for taunting.
Yeah, they beat the Browns and the Giants.
On.
Speaking of Cowboys, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Mahomes is going to get a taunting flag. Oh, my. Like, he's walking back out there. He's pissed off.
Because he's not used to seeing that. Don't get me started on them. I'll punch the refs for the way they treat the Chiefs, but he's not used to seeing yellow flag go against him.
Oh, no, it's offsetting. Touchdown counts. Okay, never mind. Now he's all happy. He's skipping.
Yeah. Tyler, Texas own. Got him a truck stick. But yeah,
if they want to give him calls, I'm fine with that. That ain't his. That's what. He's become that guy.
Yeah. So
Good
your
for
boys go to San Fran next week.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Look. Yeah. The defender also grabbed him by the foot after he was already in the end zone.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
That kid is so effing awesome.
Who? Patty?
Yep.
Yeah, he's different.
He's
everybody.
Special. Yeah. And makes it easy. It looks easy. It's the hardest job in sports, I think. Starting quarterback, National Football League. It's a harder position in all the sports. Certainly no more. There's not a position that has more responsibility.
Tougher than a major league starting pitcher?
Yeah, because you're out there one every 5 days. This kid, he's out there every game. He's the face of the franchise.
What about a golfer?
Golfing's not as hard as playing in the NFL. I don't have 285-pound men running 18 miles an hour into my rib cage when I'm trying to chip in from 25 feet. Not bagging on golfers at all. That's the most difficult position in sports.
Sure. Fair.
And he just makes it look like me.
A walk in the park.
It's even in the Super Bowl.
Probably had 6 Coors Lights last night. He's not on the Tom Brady avocado ice cream diet.
No, he looks like me without a shirt on. Asshole. I love him.
I'm not going Laura Ingram on Micah shut up and dribble. That's not what I'm saying. I already said it's not fair.
It's a Cowboys thing. We don't want to hear from any of their guys.
Yeah, this isn't him.
We're having
I ain't
a
mad
fight
about
with
him
him.
being. I'm not saying like, oh, well, you too woke, so shut up. No, it's
It's not that at all.
No, stop it, Jesus.
This is not about that. No, I mean, like if the Cowboys were 6-1, please tell me about who you're voting for. Please tell me about your favorite marble slab ice cream flavor and mixture. I want to hear all that. Oh no, you're terrible and you're 3-3 and you bitch all the time and your team's dysfunctional and your coach and your defensive coordinator all probably ought to be shit canned right now and your quarterback's too busy dicking around with his house and getting married to worry about playing better quarterback. I don't miss me on your hot takes on UT.
I ain't crazy about the personnel, but is this a different team if they hired Dan Campbell instead of McCarthy?
I don't think Dan would be able to be Dan with them.
Because he was a finalist. You still think
so we've been told.
Right, so you feel it's the same Cowboys team. Out against the wild card game against Green Bay, out divisional against San Fran, out wild card against San Fran. Same, no in it, because keep in mind he took them to the NFC Championship last year in Detroit.
If he would let Dan be Dan, like Jerry would let Dan be Dan, they'd be better than 3-3. I have no doubt about that. But Dan would want them to make decisions that they don't have the guts to make. Like, of course, we're not bringing in Zeke Elliott. Dan Campbell ain't bringing in Zeke Elliott.
Unless they force him.
And you ain't going to call Dan Campbell on the phone and say, you need to play him this week because he's been upset about lack of playing time. Okay, yes, sir. McCarthy gave Zeke more carries last week than Rico Dowdle. Dan Campbell ain't trying to pick up that phone call. Dan would tell him to go fuck himself and they'd fire him. Dan Campbell couldn't be Dan.
Fair.
Dan Campbell wouldn't have washed-ass 80-year-old Chuck Schumer eyeglass-wearing Mike Zimmer as his defensive coordinator either. Dan would have an awesome staff, highly paid. And which, by the way, no one mentions this hardly at all. You know, Jerry's so badass with his $12 billion organization. Shit-talking radio hosts threatening their jobs. Come on in here, I'm the cowboy.
And double down on it the next day.
Did you enjoy them 3 Super Bowls? I hope you did. I mean, he's Mr. Badass, but you know Mike's one of the lowest paid head coaches in the NFL? That's bullshit.
With everything you got to deal with,
Ain't no cap on coaches, and y'all are worth more than everybody, and you pay Mike like $3 million a year. Greg Popovich makes $17 million a year. And the head coach of America's team makes like 3.5. That's outrageous. Dan Campbell probably makes $6-7 million a year in Detroit because the Ford family they don't go cheap on coaches.
I don't even know what they look like. He could walk in here right now.
Mrs. Ford?
She could walk in here right now. I wouldn't know her.
I think her granddaddy's Henry,
which is a good thing.
You remember it was 2 years ago when the Lions clinched the playoffs, or like they clinched a winning record or something, and she went out on the field, and she never does that. And Dan picked her up, and I thought he was going to kill her because she's about this tall. It was awesome. It was great, you know. And I don't know, man. Like, you know, I mentioned how nice it is to not have to worry about watching them today, and then they're not going to stress me out. Of course, here we are. It goes right back to them. But one of the things that I get upset about when I actually watch other teams, you know, I was like, I watched the Lions today. Like, you wouldn't even recognize Mrs. Ford if she walked in the door. How great is that as a Lions fan? You ain't worried about some meddling asshole. The general manager of the Lions is a badass. He's one of the young, up-and-coming, brilliant
they have pieces
minds
everywhere. They're talented at every spot.
They've constructed a badass team. You know, and by the way, you know, you mentioned Gibbs, you know, they also they took some shit for that. It's like, what are you doing drafting this kid 8th overall when you've got Montgomery? You're throwing away first-round money on a running back, which I don't agree with. But I can't
be right.
I mean, at this point, yeah. Well, it's right if you don't give Gibbs salary cap ruining money here in a year or two, or you let Montgomery go. But credit the Lions for realizing that the league has changed, and we need to have 2 good running backs.
Yes.
We don't want to be in a situation where we have Rico Dowdle and
you're not
Zeke
paying
Elliott.
Montgomery crazy money,
Right?
so it makes sense. But this is the thing with the Lions, and I'll admit this. Like, I've seen so many teams over the years where this team got really close, and so we're super high on them the next season. So I didn't buy into that with the Lions. Like, I was like, I've seen a lot of these teams make the conference championship game. Cincinnati, they go to the Super Bowl. Don't look the same. The window closes so fast.
Mm-hmm.
But the Lions look like the real deal. They look like that team that's like hungry.
I hope they win the. I hope they win the
good.
Super Bowl. Dan needs to. Again, I love Dan's balls and moxie and F the world, but he's stupid about it too often.
No, he makes some bad decisions.
He lost the Cowboy game last year, and he lost the conference championship game. People remember his daughter's dumbass buddy at high school gave out his address. Yeah. All these folks were going by throwing eggs and
sell
shit.
His house.
Yeah, he moved. But I don't know. Maybe not go for it 7 times in a row.
As a player, though, you want to play. You run through a brick wall for him.
You do, but you also want to. You have to be the dad. You're the parent. You know,
right.
Those are his kids. Of course, they want to play for him. But you have to know when to tone it down too.
These are our kids.
You can't ruin your chance to go to the Super Bowl because of your badassery and your big balls. There's a balance there. A fine balance.
Almost a fumble.
Shout out to Shannon Brown. Seriously, we might be your favorite stalkers, and we have your back. Hal and Shannon, the official providers of the El Gato drop machine. They bought our drop page for us.
Oh, no shit.
Mm-hmm. Awesome couple.
Have I met them? Are they from Austin?
No, they're from. I think they live around here. Yeah, I've met them a couple of times. I've seen them out in public. They've come to stuff we've done. They went to the barbecue last year.
Oh, okay.
You love them. They're mixed race.
What am I? The captain of the interracial Instagram club?
Well, remember, you sent me that text the other day saying biracial couples are my favorite. You just sent me that like Wednesday last week. I'm kidding.
I know. I was like, what? I was like, did I? Did I get drunk and send that? Shout out to Shannon and Hal.
All right, I got to punch somebody. I want to punch every dumbass who threw a bottle onto the field last night.
That's
in
who
Austin.
You want to punch?
All of them. Yeah, that's bullshit. That's horseshit. The SEC's pissed too.
What, the SEC? They all of a sudden we're too high standard for that?
Well, Big John Southern Plantation today announced a $250,000 fine for the program.
Oh well, let's just get that out the ashtray.
I know. Maybe Arch can loan them some money.
I know.
But the SEC also threatened to pull alcohol sales at the stadium if this shit happens again.
Oh, then that can't happen.
Yeah.
That can't happen.
Yeah. They reserve the right to suspend alcoholic sales. They're not going to do it, but they've threatened to, and if it happens again. The bottle throwing scene we had last night, which ultimately helped Texas because it gave the refs an opportunity to look at the scoreboard and the replay while the bottles were being picked up and reverse that terrible defensive.
But it worked.
Interference call.
Them being idiots.
Yeah,
it worked.
and by the way, Kirby Smart's still pissed off today about it. He's tripled down. He's like, that was bullshit. We got screwed on that. He didn't say it was bull. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, I know
He's pissed because what Kirby. I pulled the quote. He said this last night, and he said it again today, back in Athens, Georgia.
Georgia.
Here's the Kirby tweet.
Okay.
It requires my old man
Put your glasses on. It's all
good. It takes me 10 seconds to read a quote anymore. All right. Kirby says, quote, now we've set a precedent that if you throw a bunch of stuff on the field and endanger athletes, that you've got a chance to get your call reversed. And that's unfortunate to me because that's dangerous. That's not what we want. That's not criticizing officials. That's what happened. He's pissed because that's not supposed to happen as an official where, let me check out the replay.
Right.
That we didn't call for a replay. They happen to run a replay on the scoreboard. You're not supposed to be looking at that, refs. Now, ultimately, they got the call right. But Kirby, I'm with Kirby on this. You can't just go change the call, even if you screw it up, just because some fans threw some bottles on the field, and we're gonna have idiots start throwing bottles all the time to force the replay
when it's a bad call.
Yeah, the SEC is gonna have to pass a rule now telling all these stadiums don't show replays anymore if the idiots are gonna be throwing bottles on the field. It's horseshit.
Or we're not gonna show replays anymore if the refs are gonna change their call.
Right. You can't. That can't outcome. That can't. That cannot lead to your decision.
It's
as a
like
ref.
in the NBA game, under 2 minutes, and they go to the review, right? And they're going to the review to see who the ball went out on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when they go to the review, if they see, okay, the ball clearly went out on Joker, right? But Embiid slapped him in the face. That's why it went out on Joker. In the NBA, you can't come back and say foul on Embiid. It's just like, hey, we missed the call.
Mm-hmm.
The ball went out on Joker. That's the only thing we went. The only thing we went over there to see was who the ball went out on.
Right.
So that's kind of what the NCAA has to adopt. Like, okay, what are we reviewing?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, first of all, there was no review.
Right.
We were just trying to stop people throwing shit, and y'all decided to review it.
Right.
So yeah, like that's a perfect example. Like, I can't change if I missed a foul. Only thing I can say is, hey, the ball went out on Joker. Yeah, we missed the foul.
Yeah.
Then I'll admit it later.
If y'all want to replay, fine. Do the replay protocol where the conference sends you the video and you look into the little peep show thing. You look on the little laptop and do it for yourself. You can't be benefited by the home board operator who happened to run the replay machine because there was a delay. You know,
But endangering players is a little bit much. They weren't getting shot at.
well, but someone gets hit in the head, man. You can't have that, and you don't know if those are plastic or glass bottles. And some asshole may throw money, like a coin or something. You can't have that, or a ball. It's crazy.
Yeah, and look, UT's
So
they're
punch
gonna
all those assholes.
UT will have a sign up at the next home game that says if you are caught throwing anything, you will be banned for life because they make too much money off the beer.
That's right. And Big Southern John Plantation Country also has demanded that UT launch an investigation
Into who did it?
into who all did it. They want them to look at every single camera angle, and if anyone that they can identify by name, they want their asses banned for life from going to any football game ever at UT again.
I could see UT doing that if those people that were throwing it aren't big donors.
Well, I think big donors aren't
They
doing
ain't
these are
sitting up there
dumbass
anyway.
students.
Right.
Yeah. These are idiot students mostly. And they're never going to be able to bust a bunch of them, but they're going to make an example of about 10 of them. I guarantee you. We have 10
How do
names
you
come
ban
down to
someone
get
for life?
kicked
AI
out.
facial recognition?
I have no idea.
Because if I throw
Security
a beer
camera.
bottle and they ban me for life, damn, Purdy's stinking up the place. Another interception. And a year from now, I go in. How are they going to know it's me?
There's a camera every 5 feet in that stadium, I promise. Not just TV cameras, but like security cams. Because we were watching the game. LG, jump on here for a minute. We were watching the game last night on a different channel because he's got Direct
TV app.
And so when they would go to commercial on the broadcast,
It
we
was
wouldn't get
dope.
the commercials. We just got like a feed of the stadium. What was that scene last night we were watching?
It was just the DirecTV 4K feed.
Right, but like when they
I
go
thought
to
it was
commercial,
the app. You
we're
wasn't
just-
on the app, LG?
It's the DirecTV app.
Right, but when they
Oh.
went to commercial, they can't show those ESPN commercials on DirecTV, I guess. But we got like this in-house stadium
It was
camera that was just like
they
showing.
just cut to a wide shot of the stadium and turn the volume down.
and you're just watching players wait for the commercial to
See,
be
if
over. It
I'm
was
Bud
strange.
Light or Snickers or McDonald's, I'm like,
yeah.
the fuck are we doing, DirecTV?
So if you're watching on that particular channel on
you mean half of
DirecTV,
the
you don't get the
TVs at
commercial.
home, my commercial ain't showing me, I want a discount.
DirecTV does that a lot on their app. Like, it'll go to commercial, it'll just say commercial break, back in a minute. And it'll play for
hell
like
no.
5 minutes and it'll just be some generic music. I'm like, that's wasted ad space.
That's wasted
Totally.
ad space. What are we doing?
Totally.
Anyway, yeah, Brock Purdy just threw his third interception of the day. And that's another thing I got killed for over the
That
years.
should be church there at the cheap
Another
score
thing
game.
I got killed for over the years. Like everybody wanted to crown Brock Purdy. I look, he's in a great offense surrounded by a bunch of great, talented NFL football players. It was only a matter of time before he came back to earth. It looks like he's back to earth this year.
I'm on record as saying, had Dak been a 49er, everything else the same,
Probably has
they
a bowl.
may have a ring.
They may have a ring.
I don't know if he beats Patrick Mahomes.
It's tough to beat Mahomes.
Can Shanahan coach that big game, bad game out of Dak? I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Brock Purdy's fine.
I'm
Let's
not
act like
I'm
he's
not saying
Doug
there's anything
Flutie
wrong
or
with
something.
no.
Yeah.
He's Rex Grossman, though.
I'm with you on that. Yeah. If Brock
Brad
Purdy's
Johnson,
a Brown, he ain't in the league
Trent
right now.
Dilfer. He's one of those dudes.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco.
And he's so small.
He's a pro. He's a pro.
I can't believe he hasn't been injured a lot.
Yeah, he's a pro.
So tiny. Oh, he's a pro. He's fine.
Yeah, he's a pro,
But
yeah.
He ain't, would you take Kirk Cousins over Brock Purdy?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you would.
Hell yes.
If Kirk's a 49er, they may have a title. Maybe.
Sure.
And I'm not putting Kirk in the Hall of Fame. Don't get me wrong here. You know, that's more of a. I love the 49ers system, and this is another example of. So we're watching we're watching the Chiefs and the 49ers,
Mm-hmm.
two of the top 10 organizations in the league. Outstanding ownership groups that get it, that don't make it all about them. I mean, would you recognize Mr. Hunt if he were to walk in here right now? The Chiefs owner? Probably not. Would you recognize Miss DeBartolo if she were to walk in here? She's the head of the 49ers organization. She ain't doing the fucking radio show during the week. You know, I just when I have a chance to watch other teams, I just watch with envy. What must it be like to have a solid foundation?
And the only reason why it's annoying is back to them. But finish off Orlando.
All right, sorry. If you need a family lawyer, all right, guys. Orlando Kill 210-775-4995. He was at the game last night. He didn't throw no damn bottles because he's a grown ass man.
Are you sure he didn't?
Oh, I'm positive. Now he wasn't happy with Quinn Ewers, but he wasn't throwing no bottles. You can email the man directly. It's orlandokilllaw@gmail.com. orlandokilllaw@gmail.com. I watch these other teams and I just get jealous because they don't have cowboy problems.
I love money too, but Jerry has enough to where it shouldn't matter this much. Like, you're not going to all of a sudden become unpopular if you change and do things differently and do things based around football and not based around the bottom line and popularity and money. Like, if you're the Cincinnati Bengals, if you're Mark Davis, you know, he had to scrounge up. Mark Davis had to do what he had to do to get them to Vegas. He had to, you know, regroup. I get if Mark Davis makes some decisions based around money. Jerry doesn't have to make decisions based around money anymore. After the last person is paid, janitor, whoever it is, he clears $1 billion. Every year, I'm talking about after every single bill that he has is paid, he clears $1 billion. So what? You're always going to have the highest rated Sunday night game. You're going to have the highest rated Monday night game. You're going to have the highest rated Thursday night game. You're not going to ever lose your popularity because we'll give our kidney. People will give their kidney for a Super Bowl. So you're going to remain popular. You're going to still make $1 billion. Why not do things a little differently? He doesn't need the money at this point.
He could save his legacy.
Great grandkids are going to be spending this money.
He could save his legacy if he would just stop making everything about him. It's unbelievable. Landing helicopters during the practice. They have to stop practicing so they can all say, "Oh, hail our," because he's a narcissist, probably a sociopath, and he still needs to make it all about him. Could you imagine how insufferable he'd be if they actually did win the Super Bowl?
Implementing the Wednesday game plan for the Steelers.
It was a Wednesday.
They're implementing the game plan.
Yeah.
And he drops his helicopter in on the practice field.
Just to say, hey, look at me. And he knew the cameras were there. It happened after they let the media in, the last part of the session. That's what we have to deal with as fans of them.
Yeah.
Nobody else has to deal with that across the entire league. No one. Now, not everybody has outstanding structure like the Lions and the Chiefs and the 49ers. Like the Browns fans can probably tell me all about how shitty Paul Brown is as an owner, and that's fine. Or whoever.
The Bengals too. Bengals too.
That's Paul Brown. Yeah. I get Cincinnati and Cleveland.
No, those are awful owners.
Yeah. Could you have any idea who owns the Buffalo Bills?
No.
No, I don't either. But isn't that great for Bills fans? They probably know because they're fans, but they don't have to worry about stupid shit that has nothing to do with winning games.
And we know Kraft, but Kraft doesn't meddle.
Never.
Well, until he traded Jimmy G because Tom was mad. But I got that. I understood that.
That was a Tom deal.
Tom made him filthy, filthy, filthy rich.
Sure.
Right. I got that.
Right. it's just I just get envious watching other teams play because their fans just have to worry about winning and doing things that have to do with winning games. You know, like the McCaskies, they suck with the Bears, but they don't like interfere with everything. They don't meddle in everything, make it all about them. They are poor at hiring general managers. You know, you want to jump on the McCaskies in Chicago, it's because they never hire the right GM who never hires the right coach, although they finally got Caleb, who's playing pretty good now, which I'm glad to see. But they don't have to worry about the stuff that Cowboy fans have to worry about. Silly things that have nothing to do with anything about football. And it's stupid. But yet it impacts the football. And it just pisses me off. Sucks. All right, we got a new top 25 out. We were wondering where the Longhorns would fall to. If y'all care about the AP.
Where they fall to?
Number 5. They're 5th. So the top 5 today is number 1, Oregon, as you predicted last night.
Fair.
Georgia's up to 2.
Fair.
You know, I'll give it them dogs over Oregon if they played right now. Them dogs
Are you
good.
kidding me? They would crush Oregon.
They whoop that ass.
Up front, they'll beat the shit out of Oregon. Oregon too little.
Ohio State 3.
Fair.
Penn State 4.
Right now, fair.
Dogs would run their ass off the field. Longhorns at 5.
I would probably still have the Horns ahead of Penn State.
I would too. Give me Texas over. I think Texas
even though
should
Penn State's undefeated. I lost to Georgia.
That's it. And outscored them in the second half.
Yeah, I'd still have them ahead of Penn State.
Yeah, that's fine. It'll shake down in the playoffs.
It don't matter.
How about Vanderbilt?
They got to go to Vandy.
Checking in at 25 in the nation. Vanderbilt is ranked in football, not in tennis.
Engineers, the congressmen, the eco-scientists, top 25. They got a lot of people in the portal.
I was going to say, they got that kid, that quarterback from Albuquerque. They brought his ass in there. It's like, well, that's over. Okay, maybe he may not be the best student on the planet, but let's see if we can't get him in school anyway. Can we maybe make him major in, I don't know, coloring book? Create a new major for the football team.
Paul Hornick said one time, I remember Notre Dame was down and out. Paul Hornick was like, and he meant well, but he was like, we got to loosen the reins on this entry level shit. And then when at that time when he said it, I was on air and I was like, I don't know, I wasn't on air. I was like, we still need people to run the country. Everybody can't be a pro football player.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? We still need professors.
Yeah.
And rocket engineers. Like, no, Notre Dame, Stanford, Vanderbilt, it's okay. It's okay if your football team sucks.
Mm-hmm. Look at Ed Hockley's kid. He's got arms like his daddy. It's funny. It's an ass whooping now. Chiefs are rolling San Francisco.
Chiefs, like
the Chiefs hadn't even played great yet. They're 7-0.
Like at this point with the Chiefs, man, it's like normally they struggle in the regular season. If they're gonna go damn near undefeated in the regular season, when you get to the playoffs and the money's on the line, you're not beating Patrick. They're making it boring. Who's supposed to beat them?
They're still not playing awesome, by the way.
No, they haven't played well at all.
And they're 7-0. It's 28-12.
And they have the hardest schedule in the league.
They're literally like practicing their way to victories right now because they're trying to work out their issues on offense.
We've seen it. If you give Patrick Mahomes 13 seconds, he'll get his team in field goal range and take your heart out. On this particular drive, it's 3rd and 8. They have him dead red for a sack. They've tackled him. He's falling to the ground, and he manages to complete a pass to the tight end for a first down. He just takes your freaking heart out. Especially those type of plays are the ones that are deflating. When you have him dead red for a sack, yet he still finds a way to complete the pass, it's demoralizing.
By the way, Tom Brady dyes his hair. I just noticed that.
No way.
Watch him when he turns his head to the side. That's a dye job. He's 46.
Yeah, he got some gray.
He ain't got one gray in that hair. He's dyeing that hair.
For sure.
He's got that light brown color. I did that once during the pandemic because I was bored and I looked so stupid. It was insane.
I dye my beard. Right now it's
That's
not
different, though. Dyeing a beard's not
there.
the same as dyeing your hair in your head.
But
Anyway,
you know they're the champs
pointed
because
out.
on their bye week, Kelsey was flying all around the country with Taylor. No one gave a shit.
Well, they've got 3 championships. You can do those things when you're the GOAT and you've won 3 championships. By the way, the Aggies up to 14. Quietly undefeated in conference play, atop the standings with LSU. Bama fell to 15. You think You think A&M beats Bama if they play? I think A&M does beat Bama. Bama's in a bad way. They played shitty for 4 games in a row now.
And you know what's crazy? I'll still put them in my 12.
They're 15. Right now, they don't make the playoffs. Alabama will not make the postseason if it were to start today. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's not true. They could possibly still get in because after the 5 Power 5,
a committee
it's the committee picks.
Well, right now, this is the AP, not the committee.
Right.
I know. This is just the Associated Press. It doesn't really count. All right. What else today? It's in the building. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate everybody watching this show. Also presented in part by Rivaldo Realty Group, the official real estate agent. If you are in the market to buy or sell a home, our guy Rivaldo, he's the man. He sends me a bunch of stats. For the layman, he can get you a ridiculous breakdown of because he's noticed that Jay's a big numbers cruncher guy. He's very great when it comes to data analysis, and it serves him well in his role as big king over at Rivaldo Realty Group. Always sends me like a bunch of data. See, I got a bunch of data here on my phone. But he'll send me bottom line stuff, too, that makes it easier for dummies like me.
And me.
All right, so the average price right now for a house, if you take the 4 biggest counties in the state, Harris, Dallas, Bexar, and Travis. Those are the 4 biggest counties in the state.
Okay.
The average home price in those 4 counties is $417,000.
Damn.
But Bexar County's median price right now is just $295,000. That's it. The average home in Travis County, Austin, is a $500,000, $500,000 average home.
And that's probably a shack.
It's this house we're in now. This house we're in now is probably $600,000 in Austin, based on the neighborhood.
LG wouldn't mind that.
I know. But Bexar County, the average median price, $295,000. In September, median sales prices for 312 for the month of September, but for the year it's still just $295. Pretty cool. Homes listed for sale in Bexar County on the average tend to stay on the market for about 72 days before they go under contract. So if you decide to sell your home, Rivaldo's going to have it sold for you in 6 weeks. That's it. And that seems scary, but you got to have the right guy because you're going to have 50-some-odd people that are in charge of the paperwork and the assessment of your home sale. We're talking about 6 weeks. That goes quick. You got to have the right guy at the top of it, and that's Jay Rivaldo, our guy. Hit him up. He just got a new listing, too. Look, here's an example. 2-story home for just $292,000 on Blockade Drive.
3-bed, 2.5 bath.
That's a $700,000 house in Austin right there you're looking at. That's insane. 1,800 square foot,
and
just $292,000.
Cali is $2 million.
And Jay's awesome. It's 2.5 in Honolulu, that house there. Jay's awesome at weeding all the numbers through. And because if I went to Jay and said, hey, man, could you show me some houses? Here's what I like. I don't want to spend 2 weeks. I don't know what I'm doing anyway. Jay will have you a list within the day. You got to get Jay on your site if you're looking to sell or buy. It's Jay Rivaldo. That's our guy. 210-887-1081, or you can email him directly, jrivaldo@kw.com. jrivaldo@kw.com. All right. What's up?
This is what's up. Right here.
Oh, yeah, I know. I got my guys here.
Let's do them.
I'm going to do them too.
Let's get them.
You got somewhere to be? You got a date?
No.
All right.
Slackers. What's today?
Sunday.
Shit.
Oh, you got stuff to do?
No.
Did you forget what day it was?
The weekend goes so fast.
Oh, yeah. Had a good time. But you got your walk in. You got your steps in. Are you pumping your arms like a good old man should?
No, I got my weight vest on. That's enough pumping.
Slackers having a big show on Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Celebrating them Tatas.
Tatas. What is it? Toots for Tatas?
Toss for Tatas.
Because of the
toss.
The baseball throw.
Because of the
Duncan booth.
Oh, I thought it was something else.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Careful. An annual event supporting breast cancer awareness. He's the king of the drive-by inappropriate comment.
He
He'll say
is.
something and you won't hear again for 10
Then
minutes.
he just
I
takes
know.
his face off screen after he's highly inappropriate.
Got 5 locations, Slackers, but in the building, they'll be doing a podcast this Thursday at the North Star Mall locations behind the mall over on Rector, behind the mall. So get your asses over there and celebrate. Toss for Tatas at Slackers North Star Mall. 4 other locations, too. The St. Mary's location, Nacogdoches, Thousand Oaks. Fredericksburg in the medical center. All right.
Specialty pink cocktails, vendor giveaways, and more. And sponsored by Michelob Ultra, 126 West Rector.
All right, that's Thursday night. Thank you to Slackers. All right, before we go, though, a couple of other points. So we're to the point now where we can start looking at like Heisman races, too, in college football.
Who you got?
You know, I thought Quinn might be top 5 by now, but he's not because he got
And then
hurt.
Travis got hurt.
Yeah, Travis Hunter's been hurt too much. So once again, man, you know, the great state of Texas, you know, there's that never-ending argument who's got the best players, Texas, California, or Florida. If you ask me right now, the Heisman winner probably ought to be this kid from Frisco, Ashton Jeanty,
The running back?
the Boise State running back from Frisco, Texas. He is doing shit you ain't never seen. Now he's in the Mountain West Conference, and that hurts him.
Still. Well, no, it does hurt him.
But he's dominating them.
Right.
He looks like Walter Payton in the 70s when he was in high school. He's annihilating that conference. Kid from Frisco, Texas.
I like him.
And if he ain't the Heisman, it's probably Lake Jackson zone. Cam Ward at the U.
Ooh.
He has gone he went from Incarnate Word
Washington
to
State.
Washington State, and that coach bailed, and then he's now at the U, and he's got the U back. Ray Lewis is like, well, all right. All these old guys from the U are like all happy again. Michael Irvin's talking shit.
They got a gift from God last week, not this past
They
week.
got a gift from God.
They got
sure.
a gift from God last
They
week,
did.
but still.
But he's amazing, Cam Ward is.
No, he is.
You can make fun of me all you want,
Oh, shit. What you got?
but you know who's ranked in the top 25 at the same time, probably for the first time in 50 years? Army and Navy are both in the top 25. now.
Army's undefeated.
And the kid from Army,
Navy, too.
The kid from Army is from Abernathy, right outside of Lubbock.
Mm.
And he has Heisman Trophy. I know it's Army, but he's dominating for Army. A kid named Bryson Daly. He's kicking ass.
Not mad at Army Navy.
And Cade Klubnik, the kid from Austin Westlake. He's got Clemson. Their offense right now is unstoppable.
Clemson looks good.
They had a shitty start, but he has found himself. This kid, Cade Klubnik, he was All-American at Westlake up in Austin. You can make a case that the top 4 Heisman candidates right now are all Texas kids. So
Give me
take
some
that,
for that.
Cali.
Give me
Take
some
that,
for that.
Florida.
Take that, Ohio.
Shit.
Give me something for that.
10 more from the Drew Show. My man, I'm calling my shot. The Spurs now with Chris Paul, Wendy Barnes, Castle, and Devin. Looks like that D-Rob rookie team with Cummins and Mo Cheeks, at least a 20-game improvement
Relax,
from
sir.
last season.
Relax.
No, don't keep more of that coming, Drew.
Relax,
See,
sir.
I won't cuss you out for that.
20. So they're going to win damn near 40 games?
What did they win last year? 20? 22?
something. They're going to win 42 games, Drew?
I think they can get to 40. All has to go well, though. All this has to mesh. CP3 has to stay healthy and not demand a trade to the Celtics at the trade deadline, these kinds of things.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't hate, Chris, if this is a 1-year rental, maybe even a 6-month rental for Chris Paul. Man, but watch out for Castle. That kid's good.
I love Castle.
Kid's good. Wemby's added 20 pounds.
How? Without steroids.
Well, he's moved to San Antonio. That's how. Hopefully, it's the good kind of 20 in his.
No,
It's supposed to be
Well,
muscle.
any pounds at 7'5" are good pounds.
Yeah, he's added 20 pounds of muscle. Although he was asked the other day, he did one of those things for Sports Illustrated because he was on the cover of the NBA preview. I'm sure AI wrote the thing.
I know, LG.
But they did the 10 things like get to know Wemby.
Yeah.
His favorite American food. You know, we talk all the time how he seems way older than his 20 years. But he was asked, what's your favorite food you've had so far in America? He said it's the cake pops from Starbucks. First of all,
Is he 6 years old like
He's a
my daughter? My
cake
daughter
pops
likes cake
are
pops.
his favorite thing that he's had in America. He needed to add weight. He did, I guess. Hopefully, put a little muscle in there.
I forgot he's 20.
He's a 20-year-old kid. He name drops classical composers and noir films from Paris. But what's your favorite food? Cake pops.
Not.
He could have been doing a bit, but that's what he said.
Why are you going to Starbucks, sir?
Yeah, are the French? See, I go to Starbucks too, but I'm not French. That's like a Mexicano getting his tacos at Papacitos.
Viva la France!
Maybe he didn't drink the coffee. Maybe he just gets
Maybe
the cake
not.
pops.
Maybe
All right, that's it. We're done. All right, man.
We done?
Yeah. Back tomorrow. That's all I got. Unless you want to, we can carry on. I'm cool. That's what we went on
That's all
early
I
today.
got.
It's been fun.
That's all I got.
Shout out
To who?
everybody. I appreciate y'all. This gift basket means a lot to me. Love y'all hard. Thank you, man.
I bet it means a lot. Yeah, I hope y'all know the people that bought this basket, it's going to last Mike a year.
Minimum.
Mike don't even drink like that. It's going to take you a year to finish 5 bottles.
I have a bottle of Lalo at home already, but it was given to me by Nina's son when he moved to New York.
Lalo is the shit.
I'm not even a quarter through the thing yet.
Lalo is the shit. That shit's so smooth.
All right.
It's smooth like that.
So's this Maker's Mark, dude. Thank you, man. That's
Shit.
real nice. Thank you. Appreciate it, everybody. Salute, Thunderdome. Salute in the building. Y'all get your asses in here and sign up for our show. It's free to subscribe. We're back tomorrow. This is the show of note in this town. Tomorrow I want to get into this case, and I want to tell the story of this former Olympic skier who's turned into a Mexican drug El Jefe.
Oh, I saw this.
And he's American. You see
This
this
is,
guy? This dude.
We are talking about this tomorrow.
Can we get into this dude tomorrow?
Yes,
Okay.
that's a great tease.
Dude. We have a Mexican drug cartel report tomorrow featuring an American.
It's a great tease. I saw this story.
They're acting like he's like Chapo level.
And he looks like
Rando white boy.
rando dude that went to Stanford
All
or
right,
some shit.
let's get into this tomorrow night and all the other bullshit sports. Yay, sport. He's a
Love
skier.
you.
That's sports.
Love you, Drew.
See y'all tomorrow night.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.